Hello and welcome to another episode of Mixed Mowers and Mower Man. In today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. Onto the driveway to go and fix my sister-in-law's Ford Focus car where the bonnet catch lock is broke. It's been like it for a little while from what I understand, and her mechanic tore the grill out, removed the lock, and was able to get a big screwdriver up in there to undo it. I think from what I've seen on YouTube it's a standard thing. And since then she's having to ask everyone to help her get into her bonnet to top up her oil and water and what have you, and I devised a big long screwdriver for her to do it, so she's got that in her boot, but she does struggle to do it. So I thought I could get that done today. It's been like it for about 2 years, and I said, isn't it about time we got this sorted out, sis? And she said, yeah, but money's a bit tight. So I went and bought the parts for her, and hopefully she's just about to drop it off on the driveway now. We'll get this fitted today, and should be as happy as Larry once the old bonnet catch is working, so she can fill up her oil, water, and all that sort of stuff at her convenience. But before we carry on, I've got some parcels here. Mate Tim, I think his name was Tim Jones. Let me double check that, because I don't want to call out the wrong person. YouTube, Tim Jones. Yeah, Tim Jones has sent some parcels over. Riley Boy's at school at the moment, so I've got to open them for him. I know he sent Riley Boy some bits and some bits for me. Oh, that's a bit of a parcel. So I've got a nice big box here. Nice big box. And, yeah, get in here. There we go. And Riley Boy's got 6 lovely, big, juicy Kinder eggs, 6 or 7 in there, from mate Tim Joe. So thank you, Tim. Riley Boy will love them. I know he will. In fact, he's just about running out of Kinder eggs now. He's managed to get through the other lot through Christmas and December time, so he's running a little bit low. So thank you very much, Tim, for those. Tim also bought me a Briggs & Stratton genuine gasket and diaphragm kit, part number 795083. So thank you very much, Tim, for that. And I think he also bought me, I think this was Tim, I'm not quite sure. Yep. Yeah, he bought me a Briggs & Stratton spring set as well for the carburetors. So thank you very much, Tim, if that was you. Much appreciated, buddy boy. So that's brilliant. Got a nice few couple of spares there. Also, I had a nice parcel came in that says, do not bend. It says from Rob Small Engines, but it was all bent when I got it. I have already opened it. It was all bent. I think the postman sat on it. But I've got myself, I don't think there's a note in there. No, I've got myself a nice Mixed Mowers metal logo. So there you go, that's cool. Mixed Mowers, let's get down and dirty. And I believe these are being made from my mate over at Retro Restore, Retro Hacks and Butler's Empire, my mate Martin up in Lincoln, Sestonshire. So thank you very much for doing that, Martin, and thank you very much, Rob, for doing this for me. I should find someone to put it maybe up on the top there next to the main event. I might put it up there. So thank you very much, Rob. Much appreciated. And the last thing I got was off my mate Tim Palmer. He sent me a parcel. In fact, he sent everyone a parcel. Now, I will confess, not all of the parcel made it down the shed. Mrs. P got into it, and we shared a bar of dark chocolate, which Tim sent. It says, I've got a little love letter here. It says, hi, Mick. Here is the parcel. I said I would send, there is something there for everyone, for Mrs. P, and something for Riley Boy. All the best from Tim. That's from Tim Palmer. Cheers, Tim. 1 bar of dark chocolate for Mrs. P, which we shared. And then he also sent Riley Boy 2 packs of Kinder eggs as well, so he'll love them. Cheers, Tim. And then Tim also bought off my Amazon wishlist, which can be found in my comment section down below, some nice big clamps. So these are bigger ones I've got, and they're just literally what I use for just holding stuff, or for putting on my lawnmower throttle cables, just to hold the dead man's down so I can test my lawnmower. So I've got 4 of those, so thank you very much, Tim, for that. Super happy. Brilliant. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty, and let's get this Ford Focus bonnet lock to work. Right, so here is the Ford Focus in question, and what I did is I made a key out of a paint mixing device, cut all the end off here, and made it into a flat-headed screwdriver, so I can get right up inside into the bonnet mechanism. It's just down here. Hopefully it'll work. So it's starting to wear out a little bit. The other mechanic just tore the grill out. So the lock is actually missing at the moment. And get that to move, there you go. Right. And then you can then slide that up into there. Now I might just have a bit of a dig about, just so I can find the actual location of the hole itself. So let me just have a little poke about up in here. I think we're there. Yeah, it's in there. So now it's a question of anti-clockwise first, and then clockwise. And it opens up. So you need to make yourself a key. That's how you do it. So that's the key I made for it. Now all we've got to do to get into here, you've got some screws here to remove. Let me just show you, so you're not missing out on nothing. You've got some screws to remove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once they all remove, you can then get into this part here. The bit we're looking at doing is removing this lock. I don't know if I actually broke this lock when I put that part up in there, but for 13 quid, I'm not going to argue. So let me get those screws undone, and I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. All you've got to do to remove these screws is just literally put a screwdriver in, unscrew it, they lift up, but the centre, the outside piece stays where it is. Okay, so just unscrew it, and then you're leaving the centre piece in, but taking the screw out. Very, very simple. Once you remove the screw, all you're going to do is put a flathead screwdriver and just literally just pull the little tiny retaining grommets up as well. Just remove those. With the screws now removed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this will now just pop up and remove itself from the front of the car. And then I haven't got to put anything in here because the lock mechanism is already gone, but this is a part here that's all broken. That's the bit we've got to remove. So all we've then got to do is get a little tiny socket set. I believe them to be 10 mils. Little tiny socket set, and there's a 10 mil to remove around the back here. Let me just show you where they are. Oh, there's no point doing the video, is there? So around the back here, on the back of this lock mechanism, you've got little tiny 10 mil nuts, bolts, one here and one here. Just get them loosened off, and I'll be back to you before I take it out. So now I'm just removing the last 10 mil bolt. Now you might find it easier with a ratchet screwdriver, a ratchet spanner rather than a socket set, only because of this airbox intake here. Or a normal screwdriver will do it. Sorry, spanner. Take that one out and retain those, don't lose those because you want them for later on. Now there'll be one wire to disconnect once this lock comes off. It sits on little tiny dowel plastic pins like that. This part here is going to come out, which is cool. Now I could possibly keep the lock, but as you can see, it's all chewed inside. That's why I, for £13, decided to get rid of it. You see, that's where I've been trying to get into, but that's where the screwdriver's been mutilating this part here to make it work. Okay, so I decided for 13 quid it's not worth the risk. To undo the clip, there's a little tiny retaining device just there. Just push that in and slowly rock that back, and that'll get rid of that. So just remember the orientation of how this came out. This little tiny plastic bit was in here, and this bit here was facing all the way down beneath that water pipe, just like so. Okay, so let me get the new parts and we'll carry on. Okay, so new parts. I believe I got these both off of Amazon. They came in pretty much the next day, so that's a like-for-like part off the bit I've just discarded. There you go, and it sits in that way, and that comes with the barrel already attached to it. You also get your own set of keys as well, so you'll have an independent key just for the lock, which is cool. So it's going to go that way. That goes in, and that will then do what it's got to do. That's good. And then also I picked up for about another £13 off of Amazon the same locking mechanism as well, like for like. It looks pretty much the same. Just make sure you're buying the right parts, yeah? So first thing I want to do is hook up this little tiny connection. It should just go straight onto there. Lovely. And then grab your new lock device. And all we want to do is slide all of that through here. It might be a bit of a mission, because this bit's got to go underneath here, you see. I might remove the airbox pipe, you see how we get on. No, it's doable. There you go. Just don't want to damage anything as we're going, putting the new part in. Just got to marry up now down the bottom side down here, marry up the barrel so that fits into its place, whilst marrying all this end up at the top as well. Let's move that water pipe out of the way. That's got to sit into there. That goes in. That barrel only fit in one way. There you go, it's near enough in there now, look. Once it clips into place, you know you've got it. Good. Good. There you go, that's all gone in. So now all that's left to do is to replace your little tiny lock system on the back. That's just got to fit into the back of the new plastic part you've got, just through that little tiny union just there. Push that back in, bolt it down, and then we can test it. Right, before you put all this back together, you also want to test it. So you get a thin screwdriver and you want to simulate the bonnet catch coming down. This is the secondary catch and this is the primary catch. So go through the secondary and then you go through the primary catch and you drop that all the way down till it clicks into place like so. And that would be your primary catch down. When you put your key in, your first maneuver is going to be anti-clockwise, and should see this catch move up like so, and then twist it clockwise, and then that's your secondary. Okay, so that proves it's all working as it should do. Now it's what's left to do is to fit it all back together. So next is the little task of renewing or putting back the screws back in place, and all you got to do is you've got the little tiny keepers here. They go in first, little tiny like grub screws. Just fit all those in place. There's about 5 or 6 to do. I've already done a couple because just to make sure the grill goes into place. So just anywhere where there's a hole, just fit those in, and then just your little tiny Phillips screws, the plastic ones, they then go into the hole and just screw them down into place so they bite. They're not going to do it very, very tight because they are only plastic, so just get them all screwed in, and I'll be back to you once I've done that. Right, come here. Think it's all working. Oh, by the way, you're on camera. Turn around, say hi. Say hi, guys. She's a bit camera shy, is Michelle. That's my sister-in-law. She's a bit shy. So, all done. So hopefully now that goes into there. How many years has this been broken?
A long time.
So, moment of truth then. Key goes in. Now, always remember this song. To the left, yeah? Left first.
Wow. We've done.
Look at that. So, what song?
To the left, to the left.
To the left first. In, left, right, left.
Wow. Look at that.
There you go.
How long's that? I know.
How long's that been?
Who's that my key?
That's your key for the bonnet only.
Oh.
Don't put your ignition key in there.
No.
So what I might pay to do is put that key in your glove box out the way. All right. So.
Shall I try?
Oh, you can try, yeah.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, Bob.
The ring stopped ringing.
Oh no.
You got to sing the song.
That's
To
the
the
one.
left, to the left.
And then to the right, to the right.
To the right, to the
Lift it
right.
up. No, not the grill, just the bonnet. Just lift the bonnet, lift the grill up. There you go, sorted.
And then take the key out then.
And put the key back into neutral. Yeah, in the middle.
And then
Drop it down.
boom.
All right.
There.
Here's your key. You're welcome. So another happy customer. Shell.
So you can have your key back.
To the left. Fantastic. Okay, bish bash bosh. There you go. That's how you do it. One Ford Focus bonnet, catch, lock now, all working as it should do. Them parts are very, very cheap. Around about 30 quid a cost just to get the new lock and the new lock mechanism and what have you. I got mine off of Amazon. Just make sure you're punching the right parts for your car, and you could be opening your bonnet up very, very soon. The hardest part is getting into the bonnet without the key, of course, but you have to literally get hold of that grill and take the grill out, and that way you can then force the lock out and put a screwdriver up in, and that will get you in. Once you're in, you can then replace the parts. It's as simple as that. But she's happy as Larry. She can now top up her water and oil to her heart's content, and she does do it herself, but of late she hasn't been able to get in there because she can't get in. So that's good. If it's your first time watching Mixed Mowers and Merman, hit your subscribe button and whack the old bell. Set your notifications to all. It's free to do so. That way you'll be told next time I upload another video. I look forward to the next episode of Mixed Mowers very, very soon. But until then, people, don't forget, much more importantly, take it easy.